Hi everyone, Dr. Laura Foster here. So I have hopped on my public sugar detox page because I want to talk about a topic that frankly comes up a lot, not just here on the page, but I've been getting lots of private messages from people. And this is a conversation that I have with clients and also with practice members in my practice. So for the people who don't know me on here, I know you've seen me around the page, but my name is Dr. Laura Foster. And I'm a chiropractor, but I'm also a really big, passionate educator about the role of sugar and the role that sugar is having in detracting you from the things that you want in life, how you want to feel, how you want to show up, your level of health and vitality, and so on. So the thing that I notice with people, and I've noticed this with myself before, is that we want to say yes to things. Sometimes there's opportunities that come our way, and we so desperately on some level want to say yes, but there is something that prevents us from doing so. I want to talk about that. So when this happens to me and I feel called to want to do something, and then I get that sense of hesitation, for me, what does that mean? I always recognize it. This is something that I've learned as life has gone on, that whenever I notice myself hesitating for something, it means something to me. And perhaps this means something to you. Perhaps you're sitting here and you have your finger hovering over the sign up now button, and there is something that's preventing you from saying yes to my online sugar detox. So let's talk about it. These are the things that come up for people. I think probably the one that freaks people out the most, if at all, is that they feel like the program is going to be too hard for them. I mean, listen, it's 40 days. Maybe that feels daunting to you. I've done my best to create a timeline for these programs that are between the biggest holidays and the times in which we often feel compelled to want to bring on new habits or maybe leverage our health in some way. But I understand, it's for a lot of us, we really haven't spent a lot of time cultivating really good health habits. And we worry that we don't have the knowledge that it takes to tackle a program like this. And this is the truth, is that, this program may be challenging for you depending on where you're coming into the program. And I understand that. And what I would say to that is, it's okay. It's okay to be a beginner. A beginner mind is an open mind. And I would say to you, start wherever you are. This is not a program that requires you to know all the pieces when you start. That's why it's 40 days long. This gives you an opportunity to start exactly where you are today and learn to cultivate new habits with the information that we're teaching you. It's not just about giving you 40 days of meal plans and recipes. It's about teaching you how to create and sustain a low sugar whole food lifestyle. And that, my dear, is a process. So that's what it takes. The entire program will really take you from a point of where you are starting, which is there may be a level of very much conscious competence around it. As I teach you all the aspects of the program and I teach you how your body best works with a low sugar lifestyle, some of this will seem very new to you. For some of you, this will be completely new to you, and that's okay. Initially, when you start, you're going to have to, read a lot of labels and really ask a lot of questions and partner with me as much as possible. And that's what it's there for. And as you go through, it's kind of like learning to drive a car. When you first started to drive a car, you had your hands at 10 and 2, or at least I did. And you had to focus, didn't you? You had to turn the radio off. You had to tell everybody to stop talking to you. And you had to think about every single thing that you did. And as you drove more and more and you learned more and more, and you became more competent at it, you were able to listen to the radio and talk to other people and hopefully not do things like Bluetooth. But the point being is you established a certain level of unconscious competence. And that is what this program is about. The 40 days are there for a reason. It allows you to progressively leverage all the different information as you go. So if you feel like the program is too hard for you, I would say, don't worry about it. I love beginners, and this program is set up for the beginner mind to anyone who's along the spectrum, okay? I will meet you where you're at, okay? So that's why you're not going to worry about this. And you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for you to practice a little bit of self-love, to be okay with not knowing what all the answers are every single time and being able to reach out and ask for help. That's what I'm here for. The second thing I hear about from people is, I want to sign up, but I'm worried that I'm going to fail. I have to tell you, I feel that. You know, we set the bar so dang high for ourselves, and maybe we've had experiences before where we've said yes and we've ran forward into something, and we put together all the pieces the best way that we knew how, and we didn't get the results that we were looking for, or we didn't feel we had the support or whatnot. That is just so incredibly discouraging. And I know people in the program who have wanted to say yes, but their biggest fear was that, what if I say yes and I show up one more time and I fail? And this is what I want to say to you. You will not fail in this program if you are simply showing up and trying. This is not a program about perfection. This is a program about progress. So that means, and I'm going to tell you right now, there will be times, so let's just cover that right now, where you're not going to have the best day, where, you know, you'll fail, so to speak. Not in my mind, that's probably other people's wording. In other words, you didn't fuel yourself the way you wanted to. You didn't have the food in the house. You had a meeting come up, your kids were busy, you had a business trip, you just woke up late, went to bed late, something happened, or a whole bunch of somethings happened where the whole entire day went sideways. That happens, and that's life. And what will happen in this program is I'm going to teach you the fine art of deconstruction. And all that simply means is, on a daily basis, you're going to have a moment or a period in which you're going to reflect on your day. When you have those fantastic days, the days where you just knock it out of the park, you feel like you hydrated yourself the way your body wanted to be hydrated, and you fueled yourself the way your body needed to be hydrated. You felt fantastic. You were prepared. You ate certain things. At the end of the day, you're going to ask yourself, I had a fantastic day today, and you're going to deconstruct it. You're going to go through and you're going to say, okay, what did I eat for breakfast? What time did I eat? How did I fuel myself? Did I have snacks? Who did I hang out with? How did I move my body? What were my predominant thoughts? What time did I go to bed? What time did I get up? You're just going to deconstruct it all. Just observe. You're going to take a look at all the different things that happened in that day so that you can get a sense of why you had such a fantastic day. On the same level, you're going to do the same if you have a crappy day. If everything went sideways, or you didn't have the energy, or you felt hungry, or you had cravings all day, or you were simply grumpy or moody, whatever it is, at the end of the day, you're just going to ask yourself, okay, when did I eat breakfast? What did I eat for breakfast? Did I have snacks? What did I eat? Who did I hang out with? What was my preparation factor for my day as it went by? How did I manage setbacks today? What time did I go to bed? What time did I get up? How did I or didn't I move my body? And at the end of all of that, what's going to happen is you're going to cultivate a really good sense of what works for you. If there's anything you'll learn in this program, is you'll get a deeper understanding of knowing yourself, which honestly, I can tell you is probably one of the greatest benefits of working together for 40 days. At the end of it, you'll have a good sense of you, which ultimately is the most important thing. Listen, everybody has a body, we all have physiology, but we are all uniquely different, and we all have different lifestyles, and we all have different demands on us. What I want to teach you is, how can you curate a relationship with yourself so that you have a deep understanding about what you need? And deconstructing your day is a really, really great way for you to understand that. And at the end of it, you're going to know what works for you, and ultimately that deeper sense of self will come through. So, you know, it really doesn't become a point of failing. It really becomes on focusing on the progress, the deeper the understanding, the putting together the actual educational components of this program, excuse me, so that you know whether you're traveling or you're entertaining or you're eating out or you're having holidays or what those things, you know how to curate a low sugar, whole food lifestyle that works for not only you, but for the people in your life. Okay, so that's what I would say with the failing component. So my recommendation, if you're that person that's sitting there going, I want to do the program. I'm nervous. I don't know if I can make it happen. I don't know if I can follow it. I don't know if it's for me. I'll say this. If you feel pulled in here, if there is something that you want from this program that intrigues you, then I would say yes. And to start exactly where you are and not put the pressure on yourself to already know, to already have it perfect, to create the end result in the first day. That's not the point of it. And to adopt an attitude of really sinking into the idea of progress and not showing up, having to be perfect in this detox or really in anything else in life, and to deepen into a new way of showing up for yourself. There is such a deep love and respect that happens to yourself throughout this program. As you put the pieces of the program together and you start to curate a lifestyle for yourself that you know you can sustain far beyond the 40 days, you will start to have such a deep love for yourself. What I've noticed from people who've done the program in the past is these aspects, these habits, these rituals, these ways of being and treating yourself will start to actually flow over into different parts of your life so that you can use the success indicators from this program to start to cultivate other things in your life. So here's the payback to saying yes when you feel called to do it, is what if you got what you actually wanted? What if you said yes, you took a chance, you signed up for the program and you showed up on the first day and you just opened yourself up to what's available. And if at the end of 40 days, you got what you were looking for, you started to feel the way you wanted to feel, you started to feel in control of how you nourish yourself and how you hydrate yourself, and you start to have a more positive relationship with food day after day after day. And what if at the end of it, you cultivated a sense of habits and rituals that served you that you can build on from here on in? Okay? So if you are interested in the 40-day online sugar detox, I'll go ahead and in the link below, I'll tell you when the next detox is coming up. There's one coming up very soon. And I will also say that if you know that you want to sign up and you just wanted more information, you can go to drlaurafoster.com/sugar detox, or you can reach out to me here. It is 40 days. It is 40 days of cultivation. You will get the recipes, you will get the meal plans, the low sugar whole food recipes. You'll get a downloadable and a bound paper copy of my guide. Every week you're going to get multiple emails with videos. I'm also going to host live webinars. You'll also become a member of my private Facebook page where every single day I am mentoring you, showing up for you, answering questions, hosting things like this, Facebook Lives, where I'm getting to meet you where you're at. If you are a vegetarian, if you are someone who has a busy lifestyle, if you have children like me, if you run a business like I do, I understand. I have been leading hundreds of families through my program for several years now, and I feel like the honing is just getting stronger and stronger. So let me tell you, I feel completely invested in the people who show up for my program. So if you feel called to it, I want you to go ahead and say yes. If you want more information or you want to chat more specifically with me, then reach out to me on this page and I will certainly do so. But for now, I want to say yes to the things you want to say yes to. It is such an important part of living your best life. All right, have a great day, and I will chat with you soon.